Some cars are remembered forever, the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, the Bugattis. But then there are others, the mysterious machines that were too far ahead of their time. Cars that made engineers scratch their heads, journalists speechless, and billionaires broke. Hey everyone, welcome back to PistonEdge, the channel that celebrates the rare, the forgotten, and the ridiculously fast. Make sure to subscribe right now, because today we're diving into the top 10 forgotten supercars that were too advanced for this world. Let's fire up those engines. Number 10. The Monteverdi Hai 650 F1. Imagine a Swiss businessman who looked at Ferrari and thought, yeah, I can do better. Peter Monteverdi built a supercar powered by a Formula One engine, literally. A 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V10 from Formula One. The car made 650 horsepower and could hit 330 km/h. The only problem, it was 1992. The world wasn't ready for an F1 engine in a road car. Only two were built, and both disappeared into private collections. It's one of those cars that could have changed the game if only someone had the guts to mass-produce it. Number 9. The Dome Zero. Now this one is wild. Back in the 1970s, Japanese car culture was obsessed with innovation, but nobody expected this alien-looking wedge to roll out of a small workshop in Kyoto. The Dome Zero looked like it drove straight out of a science fiction movie, sharp lines, glass cockpit, and a stance that screamed future. It was Japan's attempt to make a global supercar, but regulations stopped it dead in its tracks. Only a few prototypes were built, yet the Dome Zero became a cult icon in video games and Japanese car magazines. Funny enough, it even inspired the styling of the early Nissan 300ZX and later concept cars. Number 8. The Vector W8. Ah yes, America's own Lamborghini killer. The Vector W8 was designed by a man named Jerry Wiegert, who believed America could build a car that would crush the Italians. And he almost did. The W8 had a twin-turbo V8 making over 600 horsepower in the early 1990s, wrapped in aerospace-grade carbon fiber and Kevlar. This thing could hit 390 km/h on paper. But here, where it gets sad, the company collapsed under money problems, and the founder got kicked out by his own investors. Only 19 cars were ever built. Today, they sell for over $1 million, and every time someone spots one, it looks like a spaceship landed on Earth. Number 7. The Isdera Commendatore 112i. This is one of my favorites. It's not made by a company, it's made by a man. Eberhard Schulz, a former Porsche engineer, built this car practically by hand. The Commendatore 112i had a Mercedes V12 engine, gull-wing doors, and a design that felt like a dream from the 80s. It even had a periscope instead of a rear-view mirror. When it debuted in 1993, people thought it was a prototype from another planet. Zero marketing, one car made. But that single car became a legend. In fact, it was rediscovered in 2018 and fully restored. If Passion Project was a car, this would be it. Before we continue, if you love stories of forgotten supercars, make sure to subscribe to PistonEdge and join our growing community of car lovers. Every week, we bring you machines that the world forgot but we never will. Number 6. The Lotec C1000. This car sounds like something out of a James Bond villain garage. Commissioned by a Middle Eastern prince who wanted the fastest car in the world, Lotec accepted the challenge. They used a Mercedes V8, twin turbos, and a titanium body. The result? A car that weighed under 1,000 kg and made 1,000 horsepower. In 1995, that's right before the Bugatti Veyron, before the Koenigseggs, this thing existed. It could reportedly hit 430 km/h. It was the world's first hypercar, but built in secrecy for one man. Only one Lotec C1000 exists, and it's like a mythical creature, rarely seen, never forgotten. Number 5. The Bizzarrini 5300 GT Strada. If you've ever heard of the Ferrari 250 GTO, You owe a little respect to Giotto Bizzarrini. He helped design it, then left Ferrari to build his own masterpiece. The 5300 GT Strada combined Italian beauty with American muscle, a lightweight body, Chevy V8 engine, and pure racing DNA. It wasn't as famous as Ferrari or Lamborghini, but many car historians consider it one of the most balanced sports cars ever built. Today, it's like fine art, rare, priceless, and often hidden in collectors' vaults. It's the kind of car Enzo Ferrari probably pretended not to notice, but secretly respected. Number 4. The Cizeta V16T. 16 cylinders. Yes, 16. Built by former Lamborghini engineers and designed by the same guy who shaped the Lamborghini Countach, Marcello Gandini. The Cizeta V16T had two V8s joined together, creating a monstrous engine that sat sideways across the car. It sounded like an orchestra of explosions. When it was revealed in 1988, it was the most over-engineered, overpowered, and overambitious car anyone had ever seen. But it cost a fortune to build, and only a few were made. Today, when you see one, you just stand there and think, why didn't this car change everything? Maybe it was just too much for its time. Number 3. The Italdesign Aztec. Imagine if an F1 car, a fighter jet, and a spaceship had a baby. That's the Italdesign Aztec. Created by Giorgetto Giugiaro, one of the greatest car designers ever, the Aztec looked like it came from the year 2080. Each seat had its own cockpit canopy, communication system, and even a separate dashboard. It was built for the 1988 Tokyo Motor Show and blew people's minds. Only 18 were ever produced. Some said it was insane. I'd say it was brilliant. It showed what happens when design meets pure imagination. Number 2. The Vector M12. Yes, the same Vector name comes back, but this time the story is darker. After the original founder was ousted, the new company tried to rebuild using Lamborghini parts. The M12 had a Lamborghini V12 engine, wild styling, and an attitude to match. Unfortunately, it wasn't finished properly, poor quality, expensive, and slower than expected. But you have to give it credit. It looked like something Batman would daily drive. Even though the company crashed again, the M12 remains one of the strangest American supercars ever made. And finally, number 1, the Spania GTA Spano. A car that most people have never even heard of, yet it was Spain's first hypercar. Built in the 2010s, the GTA Spano featured a carbon titanium Kevlar body, an 8.4-liter V10 engine, and over 900 horsepower. It had the performance to rival Koenigsegg and Pagani, but without the global fame. The design was stunning, the materials were space-age, and the performance was off the charts. Yet somehow, it never got the attention it deserved. Maybe the world wasn't ready for a Spanish hypercar, but on this channel, we remember it. So there you have it, 10 forgotten supercars that were too advanced for their time. Each one tells a story of passion, innovation, and maybe a bit of madness. These cars remind us that even if fame fades, greatness doesn't. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's forgotten beasts, make sure to smash that subscribe button and join us at PistonEdge for more incredible automotive stories every week. And remember, speed may fade, but legends never die.